This is Julian with Juleon Tech Reviews, and today we have a special presentation. We have now the Pixel 8a, and just received it today. Just picked it up from UPS, and we are going to explore a little bit more, so stay tuned. All right, we're back, and once again, this is Julian with Juleon Tech Reviews, and today we got the Pixel 8a, and very excited about this presentation. I haven't received a package from Google in a long time that I pay for, and the last one was the Google Pixel 8 Pro, and this one is the Google Pixel 8a, which is the budget-friendly version of the Google Pixel Pro. But this phone packs a lot of features. And this is my genuine first impressions of the phone. Before we get into that, let's just go ahead and talk about what type of specs it has on this and what potential differences are there from last year's 7a model and why you should consider buying this. Well, the first thing we're going to talk about are the specs. So this has pretty much the same specs as the Google Pixel 7a, which includes a Gorilla Glass front, Glass 3 aluminum frame, a plastic back. It does have IP67 water resistance. It has a OLED display, HDR, but it has 120 hertz refresh rate compared to the 7a, which had 90 hertz refresh rate. And then you have 2000 nits of peak brightness, so you got a lot of brighter display when it comes to the 8a. So the size is pretty much the same. It has always on display. It does have Android 14, and 7a has Android 14. It's upgradable up to 14. So this has a Nona-core CPU, Cortex X3, Cortex A715, and it does include the Immortalis G715MC10 GPU. So a little bit upgraded on the graphics card. It has 128 gigs of storage, 8 gigs of RAM, similar to the 7a, but they do have an upgraded version where it has 256 gigs of storage. So there's an option you can do for that, a little bit more. Now let's talk about the cameras. So the cameras are pretty much the same. It has a 64 megapixel camera, a dual pixel PDAF OIS. It has a 13 megapixel camera as well as the second camera. And it does have dual LED flash pixel shift, auto HDR. It has 4K video resolution, 1080p resolution, up to 240 frames per second. It has a selfie camera of 13 megapixels, and it has pretty much all the same specs as the 7a when it comes to the selfie camera. And it has Bluetooth 5.3. It has GPS, Galileo, BDS, QZ, SS, NAVIC, and it has USB Type-C 3.2. So pretty good transporting of data information, fingerprint sensor, accelerometer, gyro, proximity sensor, compass, barometer. It does have a 18 wired charging when it comes to the battery. The battery is upgraded on this one. It has a 4,492 milliamps battery compared to the Google Pixel 7a, which has the 4,385. So about 100 up on the battery. And it does come with the colors Obsidian, Porcelain, Bay, and Aloe. So I believe I have the Aloe edition, even though I have mint all over the place. So I'll have to look into that. And the price starts at $499. So it is very affordable. But currently, if you're looking at the 7a from last year's model, it does have, they do have deals for $209. But the biggest difference and why you potentially should get this phone is that it has the Google Tensor Chip 3, which includes a lot of AI features that the Google Pixel 8 Pro has. So you do have that huge upgrade when it comes to the chip compared to the 7a, which had a Google Tensor G2 chip. So the G3 chip, if that's what you're into, the AI, this is the phone to get. But enough of that, let's go to the unboxing. So this is my first impression of the phone. I've already ripped it open, so let's just go ahead and open it up. So here's the packaging, what it comes with. It's very palm friendly, so you can definitely grip it. I don't have the biggest hands in the world, so very nice and smooth. You can feel the aluminum around it. So it does come with the charger and the transport cable, so you can transport all your data. And it doesn't come with no brick, so you know that's just par for the course at this moment. It has the SIM ejector tool and just some more booklet information about the phone. No stickers, but hey, I digress. Let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. So let's go ahead and unearth this Google Pixel 8a. Okay, so here it is. So this is very flat, so no rounded corners. I mean, no curved edge displays. So it does have a rounded corner, and it does feel like a iPhone, from early 2015, 2014. Definitely has that feel. The size is pretty cool, and feels very premium. Obviously, it's a fingerprint magnet. So, all right, let's go turn this puppy on. Let's see what else we got. See, is there any animations that may have changed? Nope, pretty much the same. So it looks just like the Google Pixel. And another thing, let's see if it wirelessly charges. I don't know if I can tell from here, but we'll just get to it when we get to it. But this is the intro from this phone. But it is nice. I mean, the back here, it's kind of have a plastic feel. And it does have a nice polished aluminum feel here, and this is what it looks like. And just give me about a second to put in my information, and I can just kind of tell you what it looks like. But otherwise, this is what it looks like overall. But before we do that, let's go ahead and open up this case and let's see what the case looks like, because I know you're dying to find it since I put it on the video. So once again, you have your silicone hard case from Google, and this is what it looks like when you put it on. So very smooth, very slippery a little bit. You can definitely feel the silicone, but this is an awesome feeling phone. But let's go ahead and put some information in here and let's see what we can work with. So if you were curious of how I was going to transport my data from my old phone to the new phone, the Pixel 8a, I would do it from my from my older Pixel, which is the Pixel 6a, and it gives me a barcode on the 8a for me to scan in. That's what I'm gonna do. And this is what it looks like when you set it up. And once again, it's gonna connect to my Wi-Fi, which I already have the settings on the Google Pixel 6 Pro here. And as you can see, it's thinking and it's doing the setup and it's getting my phone ready. And it'll let you know it'll take a couple minutes to get set up. But what I'm generally transferring from my old Pixel device to my new one are the messages, the call logs, settings, any kind of folder setups I already have. Not necessarily transporting over any pictures, because I already have Google Photos. So they're all stored in the cloud, so I can access that at any time. But just for educational purposes, this is what the process looks like. And after I verify myself, it'll continue to go. And it's getting my account information. And once it does that, all of my icons appear, notifications will let me know that somebody's trying to copy my accounts over. And if I'm aware of it, I'm gonna be prompted to put in some of your passwords. So hopefully you remember your passwords. And I must say the typing so far, my first impressions is pretty cool, pretty good. Okay, there's another account I have to set up. Let's see what we got here. All right, so it's copying my accounts, it's checking my network information, and no, they'll ask you, I have T-Mobile, so they'll ask you if you want to transfer over your number. We're using the eSIM. I'm not going to do that because I have a chip and I can just transfer anytime. It's asking me to set up my fingerprint. Let's see what it looks like. So very soft to the touch. I like to go all around the world with my fingerprint when I set up. Looks pretty good. So I always start with the right thumbprint. So it's done. And then you can set up face unlock. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up face unlock real quick off camera. And just like that, we're back. It's already set up, so pretty easy. You can copy the information from your old phone with this prompt. And it's checking a few things. It's going through the process. It's gonna continue to set up on my new phone. It's gonna ask me what I wanna transfer over. Let's see if it's gonna give us a real short, easy transition. Hearing a lot of vibrations. Not sure if it's my text messages or anything, but let's just go ahead and find out what it is. I'll tell you, Google is very economical when it comes to their boxes. I mean, they don't have, much of anything in here, but I do appreciate them having the transfer tool, because I've tried to set up the phones wirelessly. If you already have a phone set up already, or you've already done this process and you try to copy more information on that same phone, you can't really do that unless you have, a Samsung. But even that, you have to transfer the information over to the Samsung and essentially restart your entire, erase your data and set it up as new in order for you to transfer the data over here. The the transfer tool here alleviates some of that. So if you have the phone already set up and you want to go back to that phone and not erase everything, this transfer tool definitely helps get that information over. Unless you're special and you have a Samsung S24 Ultra like I do, and then you have no problems getting everything back on your S24 Ultra. So just a quick PSA when it comes to the SIM ejector tool. The transfer tool, this is the SIM ejector tool. Sorry guys. But very nice that Google still adds that, unlike any other. But I digress. All right, so now it's asking me what I want to choose to copy. And obviously I want to move all my apps. The photos and videos, it's not that much, so I can go ahead and use that. There's any audio. I mean, it's really small. As you can see, there's not that much, only 25 gigs of data. So I'm just gonna hit, continue. Do all the prompts. Pretty much have everything. And then it says you have your limited warranty, additional legal terms. It's checking. And then it'll set up your Google here. So I don't have to say anything pretty much. And it's listening to me every single time. You can set up your Google Wallet. However, in this process, it's going to take about 14 minutes. And we're going to take a break and we are going to be back with what it looks like after everything's transferred over. So thank you. All right, guys, we're back and I have everything loaded in my Pixel 8a. So let's go ahead and take a look at it and let's see if we have anything noticeable, feeling or difference. I can tell you right now, it's smooth as I don't know what. I mean, this is the Google Pixel 6 Pro and it does have, some good, transitions and excellent refresh rate. But you can definitely tell that this has really good refresh rate. Yeah. And I really like that it does fit in the hand compared to the traditional Google Pixel 8 or 6 Pro, where you have a little bit of chin up there at the top. All right, so you know what we do? We go to the settings and we go ahead and go to that display and let's set up what we know. So let's go ahead and look in the gesture, which is already set to gesture navigation. We're gonna do the 3 shape buttons over here. smooth displays. Let's go ahead and turn that on. All right, so now we at 120 hertz. So buttery smooth, excellent. And this, I have all of my folders in sync, as you can see here. It's still downloading apps, but this is pretty much it. And you know, since I have the Google Pixel Pro version up, I just wanted to share some of the I guess differences that you're going to see when it comes to a Pro version versus an A. So obviously the A is a budget-friendly version of it. It starts out at $499. This started out, or even the latest model starts out at $1,000. However, you know, variations in different generations, you know, are cheaper as you go backwards, obviously. They both have Android 14, so you're not gonna fret about software. However, this has the Google Tensor chip, number one, first generation. This has the third generation version of it. The main difference also are the cameras. So this definitely has a better camera. It has or to some people, even though this has a 64 megapixel camera, I haven't tested it out, and a 13 megapixel ultra wide. The Pro model here has a 50 megapixel wide and a 48 megapixel telephoto and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. So it has a lot more cameras, as you can see in the back here. And this is what they both look like here. And then, you know, has pretty much the same video capabilities as the Pro model. And one of the main differences here, they do have the AI functionality here. So those are just some of the main differences with the Pro model. And I have once again, the 6 Pro. But I'm gonna test this out for about a week or two, and I will come back and let you know what I think about it. I'm just gonna let you know ahead of time, I'm already gonna love this phone. I don't believe in the budget-friendly version, the chopped down versions of phones. I want the Ultra model, the Pro models, but this is a good change of pace, and let's just see if Google successfully translated this software into this small, you know, packed powerhouse of a phone. So until then, see ya. This is Juleon Tech Reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.